Access to wood is vital in sub-Saharan Africa. An estimated 627 million people use wood as their primary energy source. This high demand is currently unsustainable and could lead to a national fuelwood crisis. For Endurance Makarenge, collecting wood from around her home is an almost daily activity. She and many other women in her village spend an average of 12 hours a week collecting wood. The inefficient cooking methods used by these rural communities are largely to blame for the unsustainably high demand for fuelwood. This is because open fires do not transfer all the heat directly to the pot, allowing for a lot of wood to go to waste. Also, most fires are made indoors, and daily exposure to this heavy smoke is a major health hazard. However, this is not the only available cooking method anymore. Evelyn Ngobeni hasn't cooked with an open fire in the last 5 years. She was one of the first women to start using Nova Institute's Brickstar stove. Currently, 4,000 rural families in the Limpopo province are already benefiting from the many improvements Nova's locally designed and built stove has to offer.
Stove xa mina sweswi loko ni ya tihunyi a ni hlupheki no ya kan'we tihunyi ni fika ni tshama loko ni fika ni tshama awa no sweka vhiki ro hela mambirhi yo hela na ha ye kan'we.
The Brickstar stove has not only decreased wood use by 40%, it also produces much less smoke, making it safer for indoor use. Apart from these improvements, Nova also had to design a stove that was both affordable and desirable to the local community. Evelyn was one of the 12 women who worked with Nova to design the Brickstar stove. After evaluating a number of stoves available on the market, Nova and a group of women concluded that none of these stoves would be relevant for the local context. So they decided to design their own stove. Many households' inability to pay in cash for a stove was a major challenge faced. This barrier was overcome by using locally made clay and cow dung bricks to build the stove.
Okay, quva leri ri chelaku laya loko hi dyondzisiwile hi xitofu ku xi teka nkarhi wo leha loko hi akini hi mixe na quva swi ve swi ni tisela mihleketo ku ri na loko hi vuyeta misava hi nga chela na quva just because vakokwani wa hina loko va endla mindyangu ya vona ni maguvo ya vona a va tirhisa vulongo.
Households are responsible for providing the 25 bricks used to make the stove. Their willingness to make the bricks indicates a true interest in owning a Brickstar stove. Stove builders have to ensure households know where to find good quality clay. They also provide them with a mold for the bricks. One of Nova's stove builders, Samson Muchavi, is making sure that Endurance's first bricks come out well. After making all 25 bricks, they must be sun-dried for 3 days. After Samson has made sure the bricks are suitable, he and Endurance decide on the best position for the stove. The same mixture used for the bricks is used to lay the foundation. Both the foundation and the bricks help to insulate the fire. This improves the combustion efficiency of the stove and reduces the amount of harmful smoke produced. The brick layers are arranged to form 2 gaps for the combustion chambers. A pipe is used to maintain cross-sectional area from the inlet to the outlet of the combustion chamber. The dimensions of the chambers were specifically calculated to optimally transfer heat from the wood directly onto the pot. This means very little heat is lost, which ultimately reduces the amount of wood burned. Once the stove has been plastered, 3 pot stands are built around each outlet. This allows for adequate airflow between the pot and the stove. Lastly, an angled front section is built to lift the wood off the ground, creating a gap for the air to flow underneath it.
The last step in our building process is completed 3 days after the stove is built. We have quality controllers who conduct a quality control survey as this last step. During our research and development phase, we realized that stove owners weren't using the stove for meals prepared in their 3-legged pot. These pots are made for open fire cooking and didn't fit onto the Brickstar stove. So we have trained the quality controllers to drill holes in between the pot stands so that these pots can also be used on the stove. We have put a lot of effort into developing an in-field quality control system because so many similar projects have failed due to the neglect of this very important aspect.
The quality controller's first job is to ensure the stove has been built according to the required dimensions and measurements. Then the GPS coordinates of the houses are logged onto a mobile device and stored on Nova's database. The new owner is also instructed to replaster the stove every 3 months for maintenance purposes. Once a year, Nova returns to a select group of homes to conduct monitoring surveys. Because the Brickstar stove has been registered for the gold standard in the voluntary carbon market, it is important for Nova to conduct rigorous monitoring and evaluation procedures. Today, Nova is conducting a monitoring survey with Lena Ramawela. Lena has been using and maintaining her stove for the last 5 years.
Kgwedi e se fela se ba re a ke re ke a bega sona se ba se labile ke moka ka se lokisa na mo mafeleng a kgwedi a ke se lokise nako e nngwe le nngwe.
Lena and many other women take pride in maintaining and decorating their stoves.
Go ta o se ane mathata e ba fitlhile le nako o ta ke right ka re ba tlo re bona ene ba bona je di a ba nabela matsogo ya rena.
Any problem created by the left hand can be solved by the right. Join us in putting our hands together to create a better future for our children. Our journey to change has only just begun.